Hello everyone and welcome to Mission X, Consett Academy's very own space-themed STEM challenge. For those that don't know me, I'm Mrs Collins. I'm a science technician in school and I also run a weekly after-school STEM club where we engage in some fun practical activities to explore careers in science, technology, engineering and maths. Naturally, we haven't been able to meet face to face in school in the last few weeks, so I thought it would be nice to offer some virtual STEM activities for students to participate in. Now, it does not matter if you've never attended STEM Club in school before. These virtual activities are open to everyone, regardless of year group. There are 3 ways to get involved in Mission X, and I'll explain how this is going to work over the next few slides. So the reason I've chosen a space theme is due to its relevance to current affairs. I'm sure many of you were glued to the TV on Saturday evening with your families, witnessing the exciting and successful launch of the SpaceX mission from the Kennedy Space Center in Florida. And if you didn't get a chance to watch the launch, I recommend you watch the video recording, and I've put a link on in the slide there. The COVID-19 pandemic has brought challenges to everyone worldwide, but how fantastic to be able to counteract this with a positive historical event, witnessing the first ever private vehicle head for orbit, and it's been the result of many years of hard work. So Consett Academy's Mission X comprises of 3 challenge options related to this SpaceX mission, and I'll go through in detail these challenges in a moment, but essentially you can choose to do 1 or 2 challenges, or you can choose to do all 3, okay? And all participants will receive a virtual STEM award in class charts, and additionally there will be a few spot prizes which will be issued when we return to school. So on the morning of the 31st of May, that was Sunday gone, at 10:17 AM Eastern Time, the Crew Dragon spaceship successfully docked with the International Space Station, which is 400 kilometres away from the launch pad on Earth, which it left 19 hours prior. Astronauts Bob and Doug joined NASA astronaut Chris Cassidy and 2 other Russians. And you can see a photograph of this crew of 5 on the slide. Doug and Bob are on the right hand side there, and this crew of 5 will live and work together on the space station for between 1 and 4 months on an exploration mission entitled Expedition 63. So for our Consett Academy Mission X Challenge 1, this is entitled Space to Earth Mission. And what I'd like us to collectively do as an academy is cycle, run, walk, space hop, use whatever mode of self-physical transport you want, and I want us to collectively travel the 400 kilometres from Earth to space. So I'm sure you're all already trying to stay physically active during lockdown, and you're probably running, cycling or walking on a daily basis. So what I'd like you to do is record your efforts, including your route and distance, and send a picture of these via email. And I'll be sharing the submission email you should use at the end of the presentation. So what I'll do is I'll keep a record of the running total distance as people send in their efforts to me, and I'll acknowledge all the students who participated in the mission on school social media platforms. It would be fantastic if we could actually exceed the 400 kilometres and just reach and aim for the highest distance we possibly can. So your option for challenge 2 is to design and build a model of the Crew Dragon spacecraft. So there are some photos and diagrams on the slide here, just to give you an idea of the dimensions of the real capsule. It sits at 8.1 metres tall and 4 metres in diameter. And the design has a real 21st century feel. So it includes a glass cockpit and the first ever touchscreen controllers in a spacecraft. So what I'd like you to do is get creative, okay? Use whatever materials you can get a hold of. So these might be recycled items. You might want to be inspired using Lego. You might even like to do a bit of home baking. Once you've put your model together, take a photograph and share this via email. And if you could send a video recording of your model blasting off, that would be extra cool. So challenge option 3 is train like an astronaut. I'm sure there are many of you out there who've dreamed about flying in space since you were very little, but becoming a real astronaut is a realistic career choice. It does take many years of hard work and commitment to get there. There's not really a set career path, but generally speaking, academic qualifications in physics, maths, computing and engineering are essential. And so if this was something you were thinking of, you might like to consider taking on these subjects in more depth throughout your school life. But as well as the academic being important, personal attributes are really important. So we're talking about things like organisation, determination and good team communication, because these are the sorts of things that make astronauts special. They are the sorts of people who will do whatever it takes to help their team succeed in a mission. A high level of physical fitness is also essential. Most astronauts have to pass a rigorous fitness program lasting approximately 6 months before they're allowed to go into space. So this brings us on to your part of the challenge, which is to experience training like an astronaut and have fun completing some of the 5 physical activity options on this slide. So I'd like you to aim for at least 3 if you can. Do get the adults you live with and your siblings up off the sofa and put them through their paces too. But remember to complete activities which suit your own level of fitness. Don't overstrain yourself and take breaks if necessary. So once you've completed your physical activities and experienced some astronaut training, you can read on this slide and the next why these physical activities are important to astronauts in context. By 2024, NASA hopes to land the first woman and next man on the moon. And over the next few decades, humans will hopefully be leaving their footprints on Mars. Perhaps some of these people could be you. It's an exciting time for young people of your generation to consider a career in space exploration. And although the recruitment drive for astronauts is high, there are lots and lots of other jobs in the space industry for you to explore. In fact, the space sector is one of the fastest growing in the UK economy right now, and by 2030 there's expected to be 30,000 new jobs available. So here on this slide you can read some of Tim Peake's words of wisdom about his career experiences. So finally, to summarise, to get involved with Mission X, complete 1, 2 or 3 of the challenges listed here and submit your entries via email to ccollins@concettacademy.org.uk. You have 2 weeks to participate and the deadline for all submissions is Friday the 19th of June. So all that's left to say is good luck with the mission, everyone. I hope this will help inspire you somewhat during this lockdown period, and I really look forward to receiving your entries very soon.